So I'm here with Paula Tilley, whose son, Austin Tilley, is the captain of Aqua String Band. And Paula was the inspiration for this Moms of Mums series on String Band Sessions podcast. So you may ask why or how. How was Paula the inspiration? So we were at the New Year's in North Wildwood parade. And after the parade was over, I was on Facebook because I'm friends with Austin on Facebook. And I saw these pictures that Paula had posted of Austin at the parade with just one line. And it said, "I just love watching you do what you love." And that immediately made me think, moms of mums. No one talks to the mom. No one has talked to the moms about, having their child be, in the parade or in a string band, or in this case, a captain of an entire string band. So thank you, Paula, for the inspiration.
Well, thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here tonight. So tell us a little bit about how did Austin get started and in the Mummers Parade, and what was the families, what family connections were there?
So he started when he was about 8 or 9, and it's his grandfather was a mummer, and then
Okay.
he was in
On your side or
on
on
his
his
father's
dad's
side.
side?
And then he was a fancy. He was in Golden Sunrise.
Okay.
And
His grandfather.
his grandfather. So then Austin's father started when he was 2. So it's always been around in the family.
Okay.
And then Austin was actually born into it because I was a part of Aqua when he was born.
Okay.
So I was helping out down there. I was their choreographer. And so he's always been around. And it's in his blood. And look where he is
Look
now.
where he is now. And he took to it naturally.
Yes.
He took to it naturally. And what instrument did he play?
Saxophone.
He played the saxophone. Starting at what age was he playing the saxophone?
He was 8 or 9.
8 or 9 playing the saxophone.
Yeah.
Then he got a suit, obviously, and time went by. So as a kid, at that age, did you see or think about what potentially he would take on, this role? Is it something like, did he have like a showmanship gene, or did he like to dance? Did he like to perform? Was that something you thought, maybe someday this could be?
I did see him moving up the ranks. I did see him being a showman, being involved. He just likes the whole aspect of what mummers are.
And was he ever involved like with the themes and, during his, years in Aqua, did he participate in other areas?
Yes, he's been on theme committees. He's been on, fundraising, like anything he helps out.
So he's been very involved. He's been very, very involved. So you dropped an Easter egg about choreography. So what's your background? So you have some dance background
Yeah,
yourself?
I started dancing when I was very, very young, about 8 or 9. And so they had needed somebody, and I was there. And
So you got roped in.
I did.
To teach these guys to dance. And we haven't really talked to, through the podcast yet, we haven't talked to any choreographers. So this is great that you let us know about this. So what is it like? What's it like coming in to this big group of guys, and now guys and girls in the groups as well?
Well, not at Aqua.
Not at Aqua yet, not at Aqua. But what's that like? So what's it like trying to, because these are not people who perhaps come naturally to movement and steps and organized choreography. So what was that like for you?
It's challenging, but that's what they're there for. They're there to learn. They don't care if they're making a fool of themselves. They don't care what you do do to them. They just want to have fun. They want to participate.
So patience definitely was, patience was necessary. How many years, do you remember how many years you did it for?
I'm going to say 4 or 5.
4 or 5 years. And so did they ask you to sort of contribute ideas? Was it a collaborative? Do you remember it being like kind of a give and take of, well, how about if we do this, or how about if we do that?
Yeah,
in
once
terms of putting it together?
Yeah, once we got the music, then, I would sit down with the drill master and, and everything, and try to work out some different ideas.
Mm-hmm. Was it fun?
was
Is it
very
something
fun.
that you enjoy doing?
It was very fun.
Yeah. So can I ask, why did you stop? Why did you stop?
I think they just went a different
They
direction.
went in a different direction. Okay. So now, so here you are, and now Austin, becomes the captain, and it's, the band is a historic band. It's, one of the oldest bands, been around for a very long time. So take us back to the first year that he's in front of the band and he's captain, and what were those like feelings? What are those feelings and emotions like? Because that's why we're doing this. We want to hear like the mom's perspective on this is different from everybody else's perspective, because there's nothing like a mom observing, like you said, watching someone do what they love to do. And take us back to that.
Oh, it just seeing him in his costume and knowing just that he's out there. He's the guy, and he worked so hard for it, and it's just something he always wanted to do, and just. I mean, my heart just swelled, just even at practice when I would go to the warehouse to watch them. And
So do you feel like, because he's one of the younger captains, do you feel like he's like growing? Have you seen growth? Have you seen him? Because you can look at it from an interesting perspective. You're the mom, so there's that emotional. You're also a dancer, choreographer, so you observe how he moves and how he's kind of leading the group and sort of participating in the production that they're doing.
Right.
So you're kind of looking at him. So do you think he's growing? Do you think he's growing in confidence, in the role?
oh,
'Cause
confidence,
it's hard.
absolutely.
It's a hard job. It's a hard role to play.
Yeah, I mean, you're the face. Like you are out there. You're leading. He's definitely growing into it.
That's great. That's great. So no other family. You had mentioned the grandfather and his dad. His
Yes.
dad is still in the band, I believe,
Yes.
as well. But no other family
No.
involved. Did you have family?
I didn't, no.
In any of the mummers?
I mean, I have a cousin who was in one of I think South Philly, years and years and years ago, but it was mostly on his
Okay, so it
father's
didn't
side.
come from your side. So I know as you've got the shirt on with the colors. So I know they are doing an Irish theme this year. I got a little preview myself last Tuesday of the musical score, and it's very upbeat, high energy. It's a lot of fun. So have you been to some of the rehearsals yet?
I haven't been yet.
You haven't been yet. Oh, so I got a little ahead of you.
You did.
and say, well, Austin wasn't there because this was a music rehearsal that I went to. But now I'll be going back once they get on their feet and see how that's all coming together. But do you have a little insight into what his role is going to be? Has he shared with you?
He has
at
not
all?
yet.
He hasn't. So
not
he's really
yet.
keeping it. He's really keeping it close to the vest, keeping it.
He doesn't want mom interfering too much.
Oh, and would you have a tendency to do that?
I do.
You do.
I do.
So once you do see it, do you give him tips?
I do.
Have
I
you given him
try.
tips?
I try. He doesn't take them. He's not always receptive, but I do try.
Yeah. I mean, I think that I think there's like an intensity to him, and I think obviously the theme from last year was a more serious performance.
Correct.
So there was kind of an intensity to that. From what I'm hearing, this is different. This is going to be a different type of role.
Okay.
And it's a different type of performance because it has this, the Irish sort of cultural elements to it, but it seems like it's very high, like I said
Energy.
it before, like it's very high energy and uplifting, which, quite frankly, I think that's something we need right now
Yeah.
to have a lot of fun with this. It is the 125th anniversary of when the parade first started in 1901. So I think having a little bit of nostalgia in there, they've got a little nostalgia in some of the musical score as well. So I think
Okay.
that's going to be.
I'm looking forward to it.
I think that's going to be a lot of fun. So circling back to seeing those pictures, and it was just so heartfelt because I could just tell, just in that one line, for you to say, I just love watching you do what you love. So he loves it.
He does.
I mean, it's something he's kind
He's very
of,
proud of it. He's very proud of what he does. He's proud of all the guys that are involved, and it's just in his heart.
and that chose him. I mean,
Correct.
that chose him to take on, this responsibility, because it is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is a responsibility, like you said. It's the face. It's the cheerleader for the group. It's
Correct.
kind of keeping everybody's, spirits up. And when that's on your shoulders, and think about that, win, lose, or draw, when that's on your shoulders, I know you have
Mm-hmm. a lot to carry.
and I know you have pride. I know you have so much pride in
Oh, I
that.
do.
I can just see it. I can see it in your eyes.
I'm very proud of him.
Well, as you should be, as you should be. So thank you so much, Paula. That's Paula Tilley, whose son, Austin Tilley, will be the captain again this year for Aqua String Band. Thank you, Paula.
Thank you so
Thank you for
much.
joining us. Thank you so much.